What is going on, everybody? This is your boy, Vibrant. And today's episode's going to be a little bit different. So, today's episode, um, it's probably going to piss some people off. It's probably going to make some people respect me. Either way, hey, bro. All right, no problem. Either way, the shit's going to be said. So, for those of you that know me, or for those of you that's followed my social media, you've noticed that I've been tweeting about September 13th. And we're going to get into September 13th a little bit later in the episode. But let's get back to current events. So, for anyone that knows me, they know that I'm a person that would help you if I had it with any situation, in any situation, no matter if it actually hinders me or not. It's how I've always been. That's how I've been since I could remember as a child. But lately, it seems like more and more people are starting to take advantage of that, which leaves me in the position of should I continue to be me or should I look out for me? You guys like the new logo? Shout out to Redbeard for the logo. Um, I'm really looking at a conundrum, I should say, because it seems like a lot of people is taking my kindness for weakness, and I don't particularly understand where people actually see sucker on my head. Okay, so let's go into specifics. Not too much specifics, but let's go into some situations, if you will. So, people really look at me and say, oh, well, if I say I need help, you'll help me. Right? Okay. So, here's my thing everyone sees a side of me that people say, hey, he's a cool guy. He's a nice guy. He's approachable. He's this, he's that. But there's another side to me, a side that I don't like people seeing, a side that I don't like people getting to know. Right? So here's the thing I'm not the type of person to continue to take disrespect. And I'm not just talking about women, I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about as a human being, period, because both men and women have crossed lines. right? That I think cross lines. And there's going to be a timer at the 10-minute mark of this video that I just want who's ever in here at the time or who's ever lurking to just read that timer. But anyways, to be a person that constantly gives, and nothing ever seems to come back, gets a little frustrating, gets a little tiring, right? And I'm seeing nowadays, even not just in friendships, even with people that's trying to genuinely get to know you, right? For so long, we're battling this big question of why can't I find my person? Or why can't I be this? Or why can't I be that? Well, Mr. Podcast is here to tell you it's probably you, because I know it's probably me. But here's the thing, right? I know I have things that I need to change about myself. I know that maybe I'm too kind, so to speak. People use the word friends and then take advantage of you. People use the term getting to know and dating and then take advantage of the situation. So here's my problem, right? Any and everyone that I meet that I think deserves a chance, that I sense has just a teeny bit of morals and common sense, they get a half a chance, right? But there's not many people that I can honestly say get that chance. Because nowadays we're not into having genuine relationships or genuine communication. Now, a lot of the times it's if I talk to this person long enough, I can get what I want. Or if I talk to this person long enough, I can find out what I need to find out. No one's into being genuine anymore when it comes to any type of relationships. And as far as for the quality of women this day and age, it's not like it was. It's not because most women now, if they don't want a guy for their money, they want a guy for whatever else they can bring to the table. And that's seen as just perfectly fine in today's society. But what happens when a man has conditions or a man has standards? I feel like a lot of people is really just taking life for granted. And when I say taking life for granted, let me explain to you what I mean. There's going to be people that come in your life that comes into your life for a reason, right? It could either be a curse or a blessing. And I feel a lot of people is missing their blessings because they're pushing the wrong people out and keeping the wrong people in. I feel like a lot of relationships don't blossom into what they're supposed to be because one person is not being genuine or one person is not seeing the blessing in this relationship. And then once the curse come along, they confuse that as a blessing. And then you wonder why your life is going upside down. I was one of those people up until 4 days ago. And when I say 4 days ago, I literally mean 4 days ago. I would give any and everybody a chance that came into my life. But then I realized literally 4 days ago that at least more than half of the new people that came into my life was just there because they was bored or they wanted something to do or they was just waiting for something better to come along. So now what I am is a person of opportunity. And what I mean by that is simply this. People are going to come into your life whether you want them to or not. When they come into your life, you have the opportunity as that person coming into my life to show me if you're a blessing or a curse. You no longer get the same treatment automatically anymore. You get to show me if you're a blessing or if you're a curse. And I feel like a lot of people feel like because people converse with them or they text them every other day or you have a good time with them at work or if you hang out with them after work or whatever the situation or the scenario is, I feel like that lures a lot of people into false security of every person in every situation being a blessing, which it could be for the most part. If it is, you're really lucky. But a lot of times, a lot of problems and drama within the friendship circle could be avoided if you just learn the difference between a friend and an acquaintance. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that when you meet people, you should distrust them right off the bat. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is simply this. If you meet somebody and the vibe, I should say, is good and you feel comfortable talking to that person, then a conversation should happen as to what the friendship is, right? Because I feel like a lot of people enter friendships thinking that their friendship is going to grow to a upward level when really it's just going to stay at that mediocre level, right? So then that's when you start feeling betrayed and lied to and everything like that because there's people out here that think every person they meet is going to be their friend. Every person they meet is going to be a positive impact on their life. Some people are put into your life to make a negative impact because what's life without adversity, right? But some people are purposely put into your life as a curse. And then we as certain type of humans want to dismiss that it's a curse and turn it into a blessing. But you can't turn a curse into a blessing and you can't turn a blessing into a curse. So along the lines of friendship or courtship or whatever type of relationship you're trying to go for, it should be the same rules. Conversations is the key to everything. Now, we're in the technology phase, right? That's cool. Everyone's doing the online dating, the mobile dating, the texting and poking and flirting and swiping left and right and everything else, which is cool. That's fine, whatever. But even in those situations, certain conversations need to happen, right? If you match with somebody on one of these sites and you're talking like almost every day, or whatever, right? And certain conversations are happening, then if you have no intentions of it going anywhere, that conversation needs to happen. Hey, we're just buddies, we're just texting buddies, or we're just friends that'll meet eventually, or whatever. No one should be led on for months on end, right? And then come to find out that you're talking to someone else from Facebook, not even from you. And I'm using that as an example because that's a real life experience. So you go through life thinking certain actions are appropriate as an adult, right? I believe certain things should be left behind as we get older. Not communicating is one of them. As we get older, our communication skills should grow with our age, as well as our wisdom, as well as our thoughts, as well as our mentality. But a lot of people keep the same way of thinking, the same set of rules, and the same patterns no matter how old they get. It's nothing wrong with communicating with a friend or someone you think is a friend or someone you just met, because let me tell you something. If you have expectation and that conversation doesn't happen, then guess what? It's going to be friction and you're going to be on different levels, right? That's true also, Redbeard. The fact of the matter is simply this, right? If you're talking to somebody and you don't have the same intentions that they may have, but you don't tell them that and you go on talking to them every day, almost without miss, and then one day, boom, you pop up in a relationship with somebody else, that's a conversation. And yeah, people argue, be like, well, they was just talking, they never established anything. Listen, you can never get time back, right? And I'm not saying this to be selfish. I'm just saying this as actual factuals. You can never get time back, right? We're all living on borrowed time. So if you're in the dating pool and you're talking to someone constantly and it's everyday thing and you start talking on more than a, getting to know you level, right? Like certain things are being said, whatever. And then boom, I'm in a relationship. And you find this out on Facebook. There's no conversation, there's no nothing, there's no this, there's no that, right? But then you're wrong when you confront the person and say, hey, like, we're adults. Should have been a conversation. Like, time was wasted, right? And then you're wrong. And then you get ghosted, you get blocked, you get excommunicated. So I want everyone that's in chat to take a minute to read that timer that just popped up. Because shit's gonna get real. But you sit here and you get made to be vilified because you're expecting more. And I don't know if this has ever happened to anyone in chat or if this has ever happened to anyone that may be lurking. But I will say this. There's nothing wrong with being confused, feeling betrayed, feeling let down, feeling lost, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like now a lot of days it's more so of the men feeling like that than the women. Because I feel like now, if we really look at it and step down and really dissect situations, it's really the females nowadays that's playing the games, right? And we as men learn to suffer in silence in in mostly all situations. I'm gonna say we've learned to suffer in silence because of the way society has viewed the mentality and the ego of the man, right? So I feel like when a man approaches a situation that involves a female, there's always nerves there. There's always a plan of attack as to where if it's a male confronting another male, then it's, we're going to talk about this, we're going to handle this. I feel like a lot of people feel like, let me stop generalizing. I feel like a lot of females feel nowadays that men shouldn't have feelings, whether it be mental or emotional. I feel like they only want men to have feelings of endearment towards them and say fuck everything else. I also personally feel like we're normalizing the fact that men are suffering mentally and emotionally and just not speaking about it. How do we get to normalize that? And it's like most females are not supporting of their spouse when they're feeling off mentally or emotionally. A lot of times people feel like they're entitled to someone's loyalty or entitled to someone's trust or entitled to a certain emotion or an attachment to a person. You can grow up being the best person, the best friend that you want to be. There's going to be people that still use that against you. I live it till this day. I got people calling me a friend, sorry, and they're nothing more but a user. I don't hear from them unless they have a problem they need fixing. I don't hear from them unless they want something from me. But they still call themselves a friend. And for the people that's in here that know me personally, y'all know who I'm talking about. But me being the person I was, anytime he come knocking on my door, I would answer. Me being the person that I was, anytime he had problems with someone, they had problems with me. But at the same time, always there for him, never there for me. Talking is one of the hardest things to do, even though we do it every day. Talking about our own issues subconsciously makes us feel weak. We've been taught as kids to suck it up and don't cry, but it could be worse. It's like cool, but when what I'm dealing with is far worse because I know that everyone talks about. Yep, we was taught to suck it up. It could be worse. And that was from childbirth, and it's normalized in 2022 for males to suck it up. Personally, and from personal experience. A lot of people think mental health comes from severe trauma most of the time. And most of the time it does. There's the chemical imbalance mental health issue as well. But I'm going to tell you why I think most of the males that have mental health that has not been either in the service or had a traumatic childhood, why they have mental health issues is because of that right there. We was taught to suck it up and not cry, right? But a person is only so strong for so long. And I say that with experience under my belt. I say that with battle scars permanently ingrained in my mental. I say that with damaged memories and part of the reason why it's hard for me to trust. A lot of people say, oh, why don't you go talk to a therapist? Why don't you get help? Sometimes help doesn't work for people. I've been seeing a therapist on and off since I was 16. And not one therapist that I seen have not said this to me at some point in time. And this is verbatim. From what you're explaining to me as a male, statistically, you should be a victim of suicide. So, a therapist is telling me the shit I've been through, the trauma it caused me, I should have been a victim of suicide. And hell, I agree with him. But just because I survived it or I'm dealing with it, doesn't necessarily mean I'm processing it or I processed it. And to not have a support system like you thought you would have, that's just another layer. But the main point of this podcast is to let everyone know, man or woman, but mostly men, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to feel betrayed. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel depressed. Every day is not sunshine. But I feel like the more I say that, the more people is going to try to work to prove it wrong. It's perfectly fine to be a male and not be mentally stable. It's okay to be a male and be emotionally broken sometimes. It's okay to be a male and feel alone in the world. Now, I'm not saying everyone's me. Like I said, everyone's different. Like I said before, according to people that have degrees, statistically, I'm supposed to be dead. But, anyways, a lot of people feel like they have no one to talk to. And for those that's in the chat and for those that's lurking, my Discord is in the timers and the things that pop up. Hop in the Discord. You'll always have someone to talk to. The purpose of my videos, and let me explain why my videos are so sporadic as well. The purpose of my videos is to try and reach those few people that may come across my videos that feel alone, that feel like no one can relate to them, that feel like no one understands. I understand. I've been through it. I go through it. I'm going through it now. The reason why my videos are so sporadic is because, hey, Panda, what's going on? Is because I don't feel like a consistent video on real life issues would mean as much as if I spaced them out like I do. And plus, it gives me some time to go through some real life shit so I can have some shit to talk about. But, yeah. Everything that I'm going to talk about in this video is real life shit. Shit I've been through, shit I've seen, shit I'm probably going through right now. But, I was advised a few videos ago that I shouldn't get so personal in my podcasts, that I shouldn't give so much detail in my podcast. So, this is a question to the chat. Do you guys think I get too personal? Because I feel like if the show's called Vibrant Truth, why not speak the fucking truth? But I don't personally think I get too personal. I think I give just enough information to explain why I'm talking about what I'm talking about. I think I give enough information for people to know that I'm not just talking this shit just to talk in a video. I truly, genuinely understand what you're going through, how you're feeling, what the thought process is. And for those that feel like they don't have no one that can relate, what's going on, Blackout? I can relate. Tethering on the edge of personal issues and using what you've learned to help others is fine. And that's what you're doing. Thanks, Redbeard. I appreciate that. So for people, and this is the first video that's back on YouTube. So yeah. For the people that feel like no one's gonna listen, nobody cares, I don't have to fucking know you. My Discord is right there. It just popped up. I don't have to know you. Hop in the Discord. You need someone to talk to? I'm there. And if I'm not there, I'm quite sure someone that's in my Discord would be more than happy to talk to you. No one should never feel like they're alone. And the person don't even have to be in the same room, state, or neighborhood to be supportive in this situation. You can text, call, FaceTime, Snapchat, whatever, just to get that support. And like I said, I don't say shit just to say shit. Like, there's a few people in this chat that I speak to regularly on a daily basis. There's never a time that they can't call me or DM me or text me that I won't be there for them. You don't have to be around a person to help them feel like they're not alone. And I feel like that's what a lot of people feel like not being alone is a person being there with you physically. No. If you can pick up a phone or text or Snapchat or however you communicate with a person that's not around and they have that ability to make you feel safe or to ease your mind from whatever it's going through or to just make you feel more comfortable, that's being there. You're not alone. Thanks, Redbeard. Like I said, I'm always there to talk to and try and give advice. And if I can't give you advice, then I'm always there to listen. But us as men, we have to take that first step and start talking. Yeah, you're going to get some people that's going to judge you. You're going to get some people that's going to look at you weird. But if you don't take the step to try and change what society normalized, then nothing's ever going to change. I'm not saying it's okay to take a whole lot of verbal abuse or anything like that because you are who you are. What I'm saying is there gonna be some people that's gonna judge you. There's gonna be some people that's not gonna understand what you understand or feel what you feel. But there are gonna be other people, and probably more than likely more people that's gonna support what you've done. See the courage it's taken for you to do it. Like I said, I'm guilty of everything I'm talking about. I'm going to say like a year and a half ago, I wouldn't be doing these podcasts. Not talking about the shit I'm talking about it anyways. But over time, like I said, most people as they get older, they realize different shit. And I've known for a long time that communication has been a big problem of mine. So I got to a point in life where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I gotta stop this dumb shit. Like, it's time to communicate. And I like to think everybody has that at some point in time in their life. They have some habit or some trait or whatever they have that they get a certain age and they like, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm too old for this shit. It's time for me to start acting like an adult. I would like to think most people would have that in them, but I guess some people don't. I mean, we can leave that alone. I was gonna say something, but I know someone who don't grow up. I know someone who ages backwards, if that makes sense. The things they should have been doing when they was teenagers, they're doing now. That's what I mean. But that was the mental health side and the relationship side of this episode. So, Redbeard, Redbeard. Don't tempt me. I'm trying to be a little bit good. Don't tempt me. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So, the friendship side. I feel like a lot of people have that word mixed up. I feel like a lot of people misuse that word. A lot of people just throw that word around just to throw it around. Okay? Because from what I know and from what I've experienced, friendship is a two-way street, right? If you give, you're supposed to get. At least that's how I was taught. But now I'm seeing a lot of friends doing a lot of taking, but not a lot of giving. So, on this subject, I'm going to use examples. This might hurt some people. So, I don't mean to offend anybody. But, yeah, let's move on. So, I have a few examples of successful friendships in this chat. Redbeard Blackout. Um, like Redbeard said earlier, there's never a time when he needs someone. If Blackout's not around, I'm not there. And same thing goes for them. There's never a time that I haven't needed to talk and they wasn't there. In my eyes, that's a friendship. A give and take. A match energy, right? What I don't see as a real friendship is constantly in your streams, constantly have your back whenever shit goes wrong. Always there to fix your problems. And I mean always. Never in my streams. Don't hear from you at all unless you have an issue. That's not a successful friendship. So, like I said, a lot of people misuse that word friendship, and I'm gonna address the another situation right after I finish this subject. Um, I feel like people use the word friends to compensate for whatever they're trying to get out of either the situation or the person they're calling their friend. Personally, people's gotten offended by me because they've called me their friend and I haven't used the word back. But I mean, like, it takes more than like just chatting a few times or hanging out a few times for me to call you my friend. Like, I mean, I feel like if I can't share deep thought and real life situations with you comfortably, then you're not a friend. You're just someone I talk to. Like, that's the number one thing for me to call someone a friend or a brother or anything like that. I have to feel comfortable sharing real life shit with you. Because you can't just tell any and everybody that calls you their friend everything. You know, it's certain shit you tell certain friends. But if you're that friend that I can tell whatever to and not have to hold some shit back for another friend that I think deserves to hear it, then yeah, that's a real friend. There's friends and then there's your real friends. So if I can't open up to you about some real life shit comfortably, then there's no way I'm going to consider you a friend. So I'm gonna address the situation publicly. Um, about a few weeks ago, I left a Discord called the Tattoo Parlor. I've gotten a few DMs asking why. I've gotten a few DMs assuming why. So I'm just gonna tell everyone right now, right here, there was no issue between me or anyone in the parlor as my motivation for leaving. The only reason why I left is because I am trying to grow my brand and grow my name without the association of the tattoo parlor. There's no issues with that community at all. Like, I'm still friends with the owners. I still talk to the owners. One of the owners are in my Discord. So the only reason why I left the parlor was to try and build my name on my own for myself. That's it. That's all there is to it. But with that being said, as far as my Discord goes, my Discord is not a GTA server Discord. I know a few people hit me up and asked me what's the link to fly into my city from my Discord. My Discord is not a GTA server Discord. I don't think I have that command, Redbeard. I think I just have the timer. Um, my Discord is my personal Discord. My Discord I use for my brand. It's Vibrant Truths Lounge Temple. I don't know. Vibrant Truths Light. I don't. Huh. Let's see. I don't even remember my own Discord. Uh, Vibrant Vibes. Yeah, I'm free later. Vibrant Vibes is what my Discord is called. So it's called Vibrant Vibes because we could vibe and talk about anything. If you fly into my Discord and you go under rules, you'll see rules or whatever. Vibrant Vibes. That would be lit. But yeah, if you go into my Discord, you're gonna see rules in the rules tab. That's on a case by case basis. So, I mean, if you feel like what you want to talk about is gonna violate the rules, then please, please, please send me a DM or Redbeard, so that way we won't bounce your ass out the Discord. But you can you can use my Discord to come in and vent about whatever. But if it's too out there, please just send out a DM first, so that way we're aware. Um, yeah, my socials used to be back there, but I had to flex the logo that Redbit did on video. But my socials, Twitter's Vibrant Truth, Vibrant underscore Truth. Uh, Facebook is absolute obsolete Gambino. Shit looks fire, right? I know. Shit looks fire. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this video prematurely because my son has just woken up and it's gonna get noisy. So I appreciate everyone that came by. Redbeard, Blackout, always. Maestro, I seen you was lurking. Appreciate you. Um, should I rate out? Uh, let's see who's on. Nobody I want to read. Um, guys, for the one person that's lurking on YouTube, um, if you guys don't follow Redbeard on YouTube, give him a follow. Great streamer, content creator, very entertaining. Blackout, he's on Twitch. If you don't know him, get to know him. Very entertaining, very interactive with his chat and his community. Um, the Maestro plays. He streams as well on YouTube, I think. Or is he coming back to Twitch? I think he's on YouTube. Check him out as well. Um, let's just all support each other, guys. That's all I'm asking. It doesn't take much just to say hi. It doesn't take much just to drop a quick follow. I'm not saying do donos or bits or subs or whatever, but it doesn't cost to follow. Only way we grow in this community is by supporting each other. The more we support each other, the further we'll grow. But with that said, I appreciate everyone for coming out. And Redbeard will hook up later tonight. I mean, wait, that didn't come out right. We'll be on a Discord call tonight. Yeah, that sounds better. All right, so appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys Wednesday. We're gonna shoot for Wednesday. I'll be back Wednesday. Oh man, Redbeard. Panda, thank you. Yeah. So until next time, everyone. Let's try a catchphrase. Stay vibrant. I'm out. I'm a little out there right now, but I'm out. Laters.